Hello, people! If you want to see how this became this, then keep watching. I'm gonna show you. So I'm making a brooch, which is basically a piece of jewelry you put onto your chest, scarf, whatever. First thing I did was the bottom piece. In here you see me measuring, cutting, sewing and filing it. The next thing I did were the so-called leaves on top of the brooch. Each of them were individually drawn and designed using abstract art as an inspiration. Just kidding, I just threw some paint on cardboard and cut it. And then I had all the pieces I needed to the top part, the base and the 4 so-called leaves. Yay! Now comes the fun part, reticulation. Reticulation is something where you basically heat the silver to the point where it starts to melt and form these patterns. Each pattern is different and, well, it's fun to melt stuff. Pretty cool. I needed to do something that the brooch would sit properly when in use. So my teacher suggested that I would do this frame to the backside. Not gonna lie, at first I had no clue what she meant. Here you see me bending these silver wires to the shape of the letter L. After that, I had these 2 pieces, which I first soldered together, and then to the bottom piece. Mechanism. These would be the tiny pieces that keeps the needle in place. This part holds the end of the needle, and this part is where the pointy end goes. Here is the base of the jewelry all done. Next, soldering the leaves to their places. This is the part which did not go as I planned. What you see in here is 10 seconds, when in reality it took me something like, I don't know, 5 years or something. I filed the little notches for the tubes, where I would later set the stones. Here they are, all parts finally soldered. I also added this little clip, which is supposed to keep the needle steady when attached, but it doesn't work. You had one job. Due to the heavy soldering, there were these little crumbs of solder everywhere, so that meant a lot of finishing and polishing. I tried to make the back matte and the top part super shiny, but after a while it turned out to be impossible. Me and my teacher tried a lot of different stuff to make it even, but after like 2 days I just threw the whole thing into this tumbler. This machine polishes jewelry while you sit and scroll YouTube. Finally, I was able to start setting the stones. I drilled the places for the stones and checked that they sit properly in place. Here you see me doing some smashed potatoes. Don't do it like this, be more gentle and chill. But yeah, here I'm setting the stones. Also, bear with me, we're almost done. Needle is the last part of the spectacle. Long story short, you check that the needle moves like it's supposed to and basically staple it to the other side of the mechanism. I don't have a video about that because I was having a minor meltdown while doing it. With this machine, which name I don't know, I sharpened the other side of the needle so it would go through fabric. This weird looking brush made some cool texture to the end of the leaves. And well, then the piece was ready to be photographed. Here is the final result. Overall, it's really cool looking brooch, and the idea I had at the beginning was delivered to the jewelry. Some parts of the mechanism failed, but it's still wearable. There are pictures of this brooch and many more in my Instagram. I'm gonna link it to the description box. If you made it this far, congratulations, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, bye!